Today on Deep Dive, we're going to be looking at Marvel Comics' The Amazing Spider-Man number 102. Have the Lizard and Morbius teamed up against Spider-Man? You won't want to miss today's issue. Hello everyone, my name is Devin, also known as DH Artist, and welcome back to my Deep Dive series. I hope you had a safe and happy Halloween. As promised, I was able to acquire the final issue in Spidey's Six-Arm Saga, and I'm happy to share it with you today. If you missed my coverage of the two previous issues, I'll link to them in the video description below. It's definitely a fun story arc, and while I've seen these comics plenty of times before, I'm kicking myself for not picking them up sooner. And for those of you into trivia, check out the red text box on the cover. They misspelled Morbius. Now, even though this can be viewed on your phone or computer, try casting it onto your TV so you can really see the detail and quality of the issue. Since each book is from my own collection, you can expect their conditions to vary. Today's issue is in pretty good condition, so there won't be anything to detract from the story. If you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more content like it, check out some of my other deep dives. I've covered issues like Tales to Astonish number 44, Wolverine number 87, Black Panther number 2, and Avengers number 44, featuring a classic showdown between Captain America and the Red Guardian. For a complete list of my videos, visit the organized playlists on my channel. I post new comics each week, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another issue. Amazing Spider-Man number 102 was published in November of 1971. Editor-in-chief was Stan Lee. Cover artists were Gil Kane and Frank Giacoia. The story, titled Vampire at Large, was written by Roy Thomas, penciled by Gil Kane, inked by Frank Giacoia and Tony Mortellaro, and lettered by Artie Simek. The book consists of 52 pages with a cover price of 25 cents. And this was also the first regular, non-annual or king-size 48-story page issue for Amazing Spider-Man. Our story resumes where we last left off, with Spider-Man caught between the Lizard and Morbius the living vampire. Peter wound up in this predicament when he made a serum designed to remove his powers forever, but instead it gave him 4 extra arms. When he sought shelter in Dr. Connor's deserted summer home, he stumbled upon Morbius hiding inside, and if Connors hadn't arrived when he did, it could have been curtains for Spidey. Now both foes are fighting each other for the right to kill Spider-Man. With a powerful swing, Morbius throws the Lizard into an electrical panel, knocking him unconscious. He then moves in to bite him. As Morbius bites the Lizard, Spidey swings in and knocks him back. Morbius then jumps out the window, flying into the night, failing to notice as Spider-Man tosses one of his Spidey tracers onto his collar. The Lizard slowly stirs and regains consciousness. And surprisingly, something in Morbius's bite has caused him to revert partially back to Dr. Connors. Dr. Connors and Spidey quickly get to work at the scientific equipment, trying to find a full cure for themselves using Morbius's blood. Not far away, Morbius has arrived in Manhattan, and taking shelter in a boarded-out cellar, he drifts to sleep, dreaming of the events that caused his transformation. Michael Morbius and his assistant are working in the lab studying vampire bats in an attempt to cure Morbius of a blood disease. Then his love, Martine Bancroft, joins them, and Morbius plans an experiment at sea where security will be total and certain. Several days later, whilst on his yacht, Morbius and his assistant conduct the experiment, but the electrical creation of blood cells backfires. After the experiment, that's when Morbius's transformation begins. Transformation into a living vampire. Morbius, now possessed by the urge for blood, attacks and kills his assistant. Making his way above deck, he draws closer to Martine's cabin and senses her blood. But at the last moment, he dives overboard and into the ocean, not wishing to hurt her. And just before he awakens, we see the ocean waves carry him further out to sea, towards the unsuspecting ship we found him on in the previous issue. Morbius's dream is interrupted when a homeless man stumbles upon him in the cellar, and finally he can quench his thirst. Meanwhile, at the local TV station, they keep getting calls about a prowler with 100 arms and a tail flying around the city. They brush it off as a hoax, but they wouldn't believe the truth if they saw it, for at that moment, swinging through the city, is 6-armed Spidey with the lizard along for the ride. Some of the fun advertising found within this issue is a full-page ad for Joe Weider's free muscle-building book. There's a half-page ad for 7-foot-tall monsters for only $1. There's a full-page ad for the best of Tammy Wynette, a 4-record set featuring 40 of her top hits. And near the back is an ad for a 204-piece Revolutionary War soldier set for only $1.98. Since Dr. Connor's mind is still in control of the lizard's body, he can keep the creature at bay. But suddenly his animal instincts kick in and he lets go of Spider-Man, falling to the city below. Pete quickly catches him and pulls him back up. Dr. Connors is able to take control again, but for how long? They'll have to hurry with their search for Morbius before it's too late. At that moment, across town, Gwen Stacy is sitting in her apartment, staring at the phone, worrying about Peter. She's so concerned, she calls Aunt May, but when May hasn't heard from Parker either, she can't help but grow more worried. Not far away, down at the Daily Bugle, we see JJ and Joe discussing the Bugle's financial problems. It seems circulation is down and advertisers are leaving for television. If something doesn't happen fast, there won't be a Daily Bugle. Anywho, back to the story at hand, we soon find Morbius on the prowl, seeking out fresh victims to feed on. Thankfully, Spidey and the Lizard are able to get the jump on Morbius. During the brief fight, he's knocked out, and the Lizard is able to extract some of Morbius's blood. He quickly injects the blood into his veins, and instantly changes back into his human form as Dr. Connors. Before Pete can take the serum himself, Morbius knocks Spidey aside and steals the serum back from Dr. Connors. As he flies off into the night, Spidey chases after him, knowing that if the serum is destroyed, he may never be cured of his extra arms. In the middle of the chase, Spidey manages to webline Morbius, and he's carried up with him into the sky. As he hangs on, Morbius becomes so distracted that he flies right into a bridge overpass, knocking him into the river below. Spidey tries to reach Morbius but catches the serum instead, as Morbius disappears beneath the surface of the water. Peter rejoins Dr. Connors and injects himself with the remaining serum, instantly causing his extra arms to disappear. I hope you enjoyed today's deep dive. If there's a particular issue or comic you'd like me to flip, drop it down in the comments section and I'll see if I can add it to my poll box. If you enjoy these types of videos, please show your support by subscribing to my channel. As always, please consider liking and feel free to share this video. And until next time, deep divers, thanks for watching.